buy and why you shop. More capitalist crap. Right? Right? They're exploiting mentally challenged people, all for the purpose of selling you crap. Now, don't get me wrong, we used to work at Goodwill. Okay, we got fired for being late. Imagine that! Now, you would think that Goodwill is a really awesome corporation because of all the people that they help get a job. But the whole purpose of that is so they can proselytize about how they're doing the world so much good by exploiting people that have some sort of disability. I mean, honestly, I feel sorry for those people. Like, when I got a job there, they asked me if I wanted to, like, have my face put on a billboard and use my story to inspire other people to buy crap. Because, I mean, that's what it is, you know, a thrift store, it's crap, okay? It's cool crap. It's interesting crap. You're probably 1,000 times more eclectic and interesting of a person than people that shop at fucking JCPenney, alright? But it's still crap. And they're encouraging you to buy it so that you can help some mentally challenged person have a job or whatever. It's just so condescending on so many levels. But anyway, I do miss my job there now. I miss my job there because of, like, the really awesome people that I worked with and the really awesome people that came into the store. Like, you'd always see this, you'd see the same elderly people that would come in, like, every single day. And I find that interesting. Like, most people are really boring and modern and useless, but the most interesting people in this country are people that actually value, you know, like a lampshade that was made like 50 years ago. Because it's interesting, you know. It's like people that don't have any interest in that kind of stuff are typically boring people that stare at their phone all the time, and they have a flat screen where they have 500 plus channels that help them to forget that they exist. Okay? That's the majority of people that live in this dump. So, yeah. Anyway. Thrift stores are cool, though. So if you're going to shop at any corporation, you should definitely shop at one that helps mentally challenged people. Be a thrift store star, okay? Or somebody that was, like, electrocuted and now they're, like, paralyzed or severely handicapped. Well, now, because you bought these VHS tapes, you give this person dignity and meaning. Like, they sold us that idea that, like, oh, you're giving somebody dignity by shopping at Goodwill. Because those people that are handicapped, they don't have dignity unless they make some hard-earned capitalist money, you know? It's just this phony idea of, like, what it means to be a person in America, what it means to be important, what it means to have value. You know, it's all about money. Now, I get that working is really good for people because working gives people a sense of purpose. But that shouldn't be because of the money that they make. That should be because of the experience that they have and, you know, the character that they possess and their ability to help other people. Whether that be through actual, like, physical labor or, you know, through understanding, through listening to people, you know? But people in this country are way too focused on money. And that's why they're so miserable. And it doesn't matter how much money they make, and it doesn't matter how many little trinkets they buy, they will never be satisfied with any of them. And these are the same people that end up in shitty relationships because they don't know how to be with themselves. They're the same people that have terrible sex with those that are just another shitty version of themselves, okay? They'll never grow, they'll never learn, they'll never evolve. I can tell you right now exactly how their life is going to turn out, okay? Because it's just obvious. Spend 5 minutes with people, you'll understand. Like, just pay attention to their habits, pay attention to the horse shit that comes out of their mouth, you know? It's just so depressing, like, just living in a society full of dead people. You know, it's just like walking corpses all around. That's right, I wore my seatbelt, but I wore it wrong, okay? You're supposed to wear your seatbelt over your shoulder, but I don't do that. I just wrap it around my waist. Because if we're going to do something, we're still going to do it wrong, okay? Just out of spite for the man. Let's see what time it is. I hate having a phone. I absolutely hate it. Like, it doesn't matter that it's not a smartphone. The fact that it's a phone that can track me and knows where I am at all times is just so freaking obnoxious. Okay, it's 5:06. Not bad. As long as I can be within CP time, that's 15 minutes. Okay? That's pretty good. Because I don't think I'll ever be one of those people that's on time. Because for me to be on time is to be within CP time. But if you don't hang out with black people, CP time is colored people time. I was told that it's something else, but if I say that, people are gonna have a panic attack. So, you know, I'm all about alleviating your anxiety, so I'm not gonna use the N-word today. But it's so annoying, the stuff that people think is important versus the stuff that people, like, just totally disregard. But I'm gonna be working on comedy sets, like, while I work, because I feel like the only way for me to get shit done is for me to, like, do other stuff. So if I multitask, I can get so much accomplished, but if I even attempt to single task, it won't happen. Like, nothing will get done. Like, I just stress myself out over the one thing that I have to do, versus if I have a bunch of stuff to do, I'll get it done within an hour. But it's annoying.
trying to do things the way that other people want me to do them, you know? Like, I've made several attempts to do comedy the way that other people do it, and I have failed. So I think I just need to do it my way and shut up about it. And if people have a problem with it, it's because they're jealous of the fact that I don't have to follow their stupid rules, you know? Because I've gotten into many arguments with many a comedian, and they're just like, you need to do it this way. You need to do it this way because this is the way that it's always been done. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a boring person that doesn't question anything, but I really like to pretend that I'm transgressive. Nobody's transgressive but me. I don't care what anybody says. They're not pushing back on the culture at all. They're not pushing back on technology. They're not pushing back on sexual deviance. They're not pushing back on all this communist crap, okay? So, yeah, I can totally say that without a shadow of a doubt. Not to be mean or anything, but I don't agree with, like, this whole idea that, like, oh, we're all doing the same thing. Like, no, we're not, actually. Most people are doing this because they want a Netflix special. Yours truly is doing this because we want to save people from hellfire and damnation, okay? Your goals are not the same as mine.